The new Pac-12 will be here after just one more full season, and they're flirting with being a high major in college basketball. If you look over the last 5 seasons, they're fourth in average net rating, just below the SEC, Big Ten, and Big 12, and above the Big East and the ACC. It's very impressive stuff. So it got me thinking, where will they fit in terms of college football? I went ahead and pulled some numbers from the last 4 seasons, such as average FPI rating for all the new Pac-12 teams and top 25 appearances divided by the number of teams in the conference. And if you compare these numbers to the American Conference and the Sun Belt, you can see those two conferences just aren't going to be at the same level as the new Pac-12. The Pac-12 will easily be the best Group of 5 conference. However, on the flip side of that coin, you take those numbers and you compare them to the Big 12 and the ACC, which are considered to be the two lesser power conferences. They're still a stride or two above the Pac-12, almost the same gap that the Pac-12 has over the American and the Sun Belt. So the Pac-12 is just in this middle area as sort of a conference that isn't going to be a Group of 5 conference and isn't going to be a power conference. I do think the Pac-12 is better than those numbers even indicate, actually, and they're a little bit closer to the ACC and the Big 12 because there's been some special circumstances over the last 4 seasons that have negatively affected some of these programs' on-the-field performances. Like with Fresno State and Utah State, they both had a head coach resign just this last season, which definitely negatively affected them between the white lines. Oregon State and Washington State both lost good head coaches and experienced crazy portal exoduses that have definitely affected them. And then some of the teams that suffered from poor coaching, San Diego State and Boise State, they had to fire coaches during that last 4-year span, and then in Colorado State's case, they were a rebuilding team. So I actually think a typical 4-year period for the Pac-12 might look closer to like a 0 in average FPI, might look closer to like 9 or 10 in top 25 appearances. And when you consider the Pac-12 is still trying to land programs like Memphis and Tulane, those numbers could get eerily close to the Big 12 and ACC. And I'm not saying they're going to overtake those conferences or even be comparable to them anytime soon, but I'm thinking maybe 5-10 years down the line. Who knows what the sport will look like, but who knows what the Pac-12 could look like. They are a conference that I think could genuinely get back close to power conference status.